All right, here we go. Got my stuff figured out. All right, hope everybody's been having a good week. My hair is wild today, but you know what, that's fine, that's fine. Hello to Imelda and Lilith, and to everybody else who has just joined. It's daylight savings time here in Canada, so the clocks got moved forward an hour, and it's kind of messed with me just a little bit. So was this lighting with my little flyaway hairs, yikes. But you know what, that's fine, we're not gonna worry about it today. How's everybody's week been? I hope everyone's been doing well. Just gonna get ourselves set up today. Yeah, I didn't think about it either, Imelda. I got mixed up like double because I thought the time change was yesterday. And I'm like, wow, why do I feel so weird and messed up? Well, it turns out I just happened to be feeling weird and messed up that day. And then, yeah, this morning, or I guess at midnight, time change again, you know, for real this time. And this time now I'm actually feeling a little, ooh. Hello to Ellie. There we go. Yeah, because I bet you everybody else who participates in this hemisphere with the time change, or at least in North America, I don't know about everyone else, but they probably still think it's 11 o'clock Mountain Time, noon Central. That's all right. I've had a busy week. I've had a couple of busy weeks in a row, but I'm enjoying it. No, Brenda, we just started literally 2 minutes ago. I'm actually the one who was late. I was like 15 minutes late almost. Silly time change. We're just gonna pretend it's the time change and not just my executive functioning skills. But no, we just got started. Now, I don't know why this is. You guys can't really see it. I have these little, you can't see them on camera. Something must have gotten into the box of my tarot cards because I have just some like tan colored little drops on it. I bet you that was just water or something. I think we're good. Figured it out. Imelda says, yeah, I've been feeling weird as well. Don't know if it's anxiety or energy pills or a nudge from my guides. It could be any of those things. When you say energy pills, like, is it like caffeine or like, or it's none of my business. I'm just wondering because I use ADHD medication and those kick in. I can, to a T, I can predict it. It takes about 25 to 30 minutes, but definitely once I hit that 30-minute mark, boom, I'm functioning much faster. Brenda says she feels at peace today. Lucid is in the chat saying hello. Sunflower is here also. Hi, Sunflower. Nice. We got 11 people here. I'm so happy we're all here. Well, you know, I'm happy at any amount of people. So even if there were only one or two of you, I'd still be like, I'm happy that we're all here today. Today we're going to use our regular One World Tarot by Lena Rodriguez and myself with help from June Rifkin, illustrated by Alexandra Philippek. The links are in the description. I'm not sponsored by the One World Tarot, but I did co-author it, so I'm always showing it off as much as I can on this channel. We're also using Yasmin Boland's Moonology Oracle. Also not sponsored, I just really like that deck. I do have my runes here in case I feel like I want to use them. No, I don't know. Imelda says, capsules called Burn. I haven't taken energy pills in 30 years. I used to take ephedra when it was legal. Ooh, okay. I don't know much about that, but I do know that that stuff was apparently very, very powerful. So I'm hoping that, I'm sure that you're following doctor's advice and, you know, being careful and stuff. But I just also want you to know you're beautiful and worthy and wonderful just as you are. But you know, everything that you're doing, it's up to you, right? Hello, Michelle, welcome. Parth Basoya, how about you first? Crystal, welcome. Thank you, you're so kind. Oh, yeah, you know what? Ellie, I think you're right. I'm gonna do, hang on a minute. Bing, bang, boom. Okay. Yeah, with the time change, we may not have quite as many of my usual helpers. But that's okay. We're gonna do the best we can. We're just gonna go with it. Lilith, oh yeah, Lilith is here. She's one of my longest running moderators. I do have moderators, and I'm very grateful. Hello to Jeff. Welcome. All right. Well, thanks, Mr. Clutch. I appreciate it. Anyway, I'm gonna get shuffled. I'm going to also shuffle our oracle cards, and I'm going to start us off with a collective reading. I think a collective reading for the week ahead. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Collective reading for the week ahead. Today is the 9th of March already. So from today, Sunday, to, you know what? No, from tomorrow, Monday, March 10th. Until what is next Sunday, the 17th or the 16th, whatever. So anyway, our week ahead starting from tomorrow, March 10th. Let's just say that, the week of March 10th, 2025. Collective message. What is important for us to know, Spirit? Okay, so what are our keywords from the Oracle? Oh, okay, expect powerful change. It says new moon eclipse. I don't think it's a new moon. Aren't we coming up on full moon? I can't remember. I know all the phases of the moon and stuff really well, but anyways, either way, powerful change coming. Oh, Imelda, thank you. So from the 9th to the 16th, this is our collective reading for the week. 9th to the 16th, 10th to 17th, whatever. So powerful change coming. Let's see if there's one more oracle message. Okay, we also have be bold and make the first move. So things, actually I'm getting the mental image of just literally somebody sitting on like it's a pile of something and it's comfortable. It's like a pile of blankets or something. We've all been sitting quite snug in our comfort zones, and I think this week we are being asked to move a little bit out of the comfort zone in a couple of our choices. So we're going to move into the tarot. Oh, the next full moon is March 14th, according to Google. Okay, so that is coming up pretty soon. This card said new moon, but there could be something, you know, eventually when it's new moon time this month. I don't know. All right. Pinteresty wannabe says they have someone that they like. They don't know what they think. Okay, we'll get to that. I'm just going to do our collective reading for the week ahead. So expect powerful change. We're going to do some tarot cards to go along with that. Okay, well, powerful change. This is within our, what I'm getting here is, well, there's peace and harmony. It's within our family units. When I say family, that, you know, it can be the family that you are growing up in or grew up in, or the family you've created, or your chosen family. Family is it's kind of a loose term, isn't it? Because we have our biological family, our adoptive family, our chosen family, and our friends. But there's closeness there. There's it is good though, because there's this, I'm getting the words tight-knit. Yeah, we're getting closer, I think, and just friendlier and warmer with the people that are around us in our family connections. Anything else with that Four of Wands? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. First, it seems like this week we have a better understanding of each other, which I think is really good. I think that's awesome. I think it's going to be very important. Well, obviously it is, because if we don't have this like mutual understanding and kind of being on the same page, then you don't really get that harmony and that closeness. Okay, so that's good. There's a huge, powerful change there. Now our other one was be bold and make the first move. So let's pull a few cards to get more details on that. Okay. Anxiety with our Nine of Swords. Be bold and make the first move. Yeah, you know what? Because if we're used to our comfort zone, I'm not surprised the anxiety card has come up. Stepping out of the comfort zone is hard. I know that for a fact, and I'm sure a lot of you do as well. So that's something we're gonna just have to confront, is our anxiety and our, oh, I don't know, like it seems kind of scary. I don't know if I should try it. Is it gonna work? Yes, we're being asked to do this. Now, what else do we have? This one's standing out. Okay, Five of Wands. It's in the reverse though. So Five of Wands it's conflict. But in the reverse, it's like it's conflict that doesn't, not to invalidate anyone's situation, but it's like it's conflict that doesn't actually matter. It's not really, it's not make or break, you know, in life. It's, some things are starting to figure themselves out. I have the mental image of a knot, like a very, it's like a string or something, and it's tangled up and it's got all kinds of knots in it, but it's slowly being untied and it's being figured out. So I like that. Now, is that what's changing in our family relationships or in our close proximity relationships? Sorry, I keep fiddling with, there we go. Sensory issues, my hair was bugging me. All right. Okay, Two of Swords with our Knight of Wands. It's kind of like we're kind of being told to like make a choice now. It's like, okay, so maybe let's just say this is an example that's coming in. It's maybe not going to apply to everyone, but it will for some, or else it wouldn't come in. But I have, I'm seeing like family dysfunction, or like sibling or cousin relationship dysfunction, or just not seeing eye to eye with your parents or your like your elders in your family, but now you're being asked to like make this choice. You know, it's like, do you want to start working things out? Do you want to just leave things as they are? There's something about, do you want to bring some things to light and clean some things up, or do you want to let some things quietly fester? The other mental image I have, this is going to be really weird. The other mental image I have is that of like vegetables in a fridge. You know, and I don't know if you're like me and you sometimes forget about things that if you can't see it, apparently it doesn't exist anymore. Sometimes in the crisper in my fridge, I will forget that there is, like, say, a bag of carrots. And there were 3 carrots left in the bag, and I thought we were out because I didn't see them anymore. There was other stuff on top, and then the 3 carrots that were left in the bag go bad. And so what we're being asked to do here is with the like, I guess our figurative or emotional bag of carrots that has gone bad in the crisper. It's like, okay, you're being now asked to, are you ready to clean out the fridge, or are you ready to ignore that bag of carrots that's slowly composting away and just keep putting stuff on top of it, and, you know, and just not dealing with it until the fridge smells so bad you absolutely can't deal with it anymore. Thankfully, I don't let my fridge get to that point, but it's just an example, right? That's going to be uncomfortable for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like confrontation. We have on the bottom of the deck, the Tower. Yeah, a huge upheaval. There may be uncomfortable conversations this week with some of our loved ones, or just conversations you didn't think you were going to have, where you're actually explaining like, oh, well, this was my side of what happened and this was my experience. And the other person goes, oh, I had no idea. I didn't know that was why you were acting the way you were. And they kind of go, well, this was what was happening with me, and here's my side. And you're able to come to some kind of agreement. So that's good. Anything else we should know about this for the week ahead? So I like seeing that reconciling with loved ones that we may have, and it doesn't have to be a serious fight or conflict. It can just be you just don't see eye to eye. But I love seeing that we're reconciling with these people. Yeah, I love that. Okay, we got the World. That's like wrapping up the loose ends, things that were left unsaid. You're going to be able to say things that you feel in your heart that you need to do to resolve this. You'll be able to do. Yeah, there's going to be some emotional release. For some of you, there could be some tears, but I feel like it's good though. Like it's a happy emotional release. And for others, I'm also getting like there's tears, but I'm also getting laughter too. So I think that's good. A lot of us may be reconciling like a dysfunctional past or something with our family members. And, you know, when I say family, again, biological, adoptive, chosen, whatever. Okay, so any more bits of advice for us, Spirit, for the week ahead before we jump into questions from the chat? Okay. New opportunity for friendship, which I think that's good. That's a good sign. New opportunities for friendship, and it's starting small. Again, maybe with somebody that you didn't really have a lot in common with, and you didn't really either get along or agree or whatever. There's going to be this opportunity to get to know each other better, and it's going to be slower. Yeah, and then 5 of Cups, it's like, well, let's not waste any more of our time, or let's not waste any more of what we've got. Bottom of the deck is 10 of Swords, so we're closing out a chapter of like dysfunction and holding on to resentment. Yeah, and something I see here with 5 of Cups is like, yeah, you know what, the past, that did kind of suck, or like that really wasn't fair, or that really shouldn't have happened, but look what we still have. You know, or like, look how far we've come. There's always, with this particular situation with family, there's always going to be something like positive about it to focus on. And it's like, okay, well, let's hold on to that. So I think that's a good message for us for the week ahead. We're reconciling with some family that we maybe just weren't really connecting with, just didn't really click with. Again, I don't see anything like majorly dramatic other than having to step out of your comfort zone to either apologize or let someone apologize to you or to talk things out. But it's all going to be for our best, so I'm cool with that. Now, Pinteresty, is this for zodiac signs, the readings? No. Okay, so Pinteresty Wannabe was asking earlier in the chat. They say, I have a person I like, but I don't know what they think about me. This is the perfect kind of what I'm going to call third-party question, because I appreciate that you're not giving specific details about your person, the person in question. Spirit knows exactly who it is that you're talking about. So we can still get an answer. So, Pinteresty. How does Pinteresty's person of interest feel about, and I don't want to accidentally like misgender you or anything. Are you a girl, female? Because I was going to say, how does Pinteresty's person feel about her? All right, let's see. Okay, this person, they know that you like them. With our Ace of Swords, they've suspected, I think, for a while, but it just recently clicked. Like, oh, okay. So that is what that meant. Okay, I wasn't misinterpreting what she said. I wasn't like misreading the signals or, Knight of Pentacles. Have you been friends with this person for a really long time? Because this is kind of the energy of like something that's been kind of long time going. It's something that's very like predictable, very stable, because it's been so consistent over time. Let's see, what else? How does this person feel about Pinteresty? So I like that they know that you like them. Seems like there's some kind of like a long-running friendship or long-running connection there with you guys. How is Pinteresty's person feeling? Interesting. Okay. All right. They're feeling pretty confident here, I'm going to say, with our King of Wands. This person's feeling very, this has kind of really stroked their ego a bit, because it's like, oh, wow, somebody is like, she likes me. Somebody thinks I'm attractive. Someone's into me. And that makes your person feel really, really good. Again, I don't mean to like misgender or anything, but I'm just going to say, like, he feels like the man because he's like, ooh, nice. It feels good when somebody pursues us, right? Five of Swords. I see. If you've been friends for a while, I can understand his hesitation, not wanting to accidentally harm the friendship, because that is something your person's a bit worried about. Wheel of Fortune, though, however, they know that something is going to change with your relationship. And the feeling I'm getting here is that, like, both of you there are fears and attachments and expectations that you both have to let go of. Okay, $64,000 question. Does Pinteresty's person like her back in the same way that she likes them? I think so. I'm very excited for you because look at, all right, four of Wands. This came up in our collective reading and I got this as like peace and harmony, but like there's literally a small wedding depicted on this card. Like I'm getting something about domestic life and it's something that they're thinking about. And I got with this Page of Wands, like they really, they want to tell you. They want to tell you what it is that what they want in a relationship and in life, or what they want out of a marriage should, that be something that comes in the future. Death card, transformation. Yeah, I think this person does like you back, but they're just not ready to take that step because it's a huge step and they're a little bit hesitant. They're a little bit afraid. But once they kind of move past that, the fear and the attachment they have to what they think a relationship should look like or what they think your particular connection should look like is, then they'll be more willing to go with the flow. But yeah, they know you like them. They like you too, but they're just a little, they're not quite ready for that big next step. But that doesn't mean that they don't like you. All right. Imelda would like, okay. A message from Spirit for Imelda. Woo! I just realized I didn't pull any oracle cards for that last reading, but we'll do some oracle cards for you, Imelda. While we're shuffling, I see a lot of new usernames here. I think my moderators may have already explained the rules or just the way things kind of run around here. Sometimes I will go in order in the chat, but not everybody's questions. Otherwise, we end up being just stuck here all day. But I do like to just pick ones from the chat that either resonate with me, or if I saw it right away. If I don't answer one of your questions or acknowledge it, there's a good chance I probably just didn't see it, because sometimes the chat moves really quick. So it's not personal. Post your question once. If you spam, you get ignored. But for the most part, just, behave and be patient. So a message for Imelda. Okay, balance spirituality and practicality. Fiery climax approaches. You can take that as you will, if you want to. You can take that in a spicy way, but you can also take that like an energetic, fiery, I guess fiery climax, fiery, like something is coming to a head this week. What is it that's going to come to a head for Imelda? I am seeing a burst of, oops, we're upside down. I'm seeing a burst of energy with Knight of Wands for you. Like that's a burst of physical energy, but also like creative energy, like motivation and what is the word I'm looking for? Inspiration for doing creative stuff. Okay, but what else can we know about what's coming to a head for Imelda? Okay, well, there's the Lover's card here. I mean, like I said, I don't want to be too inappropriate, but there could be something, you could have like a spicy physical connection coming up in the next little bit. But I'm also seeing there's self-love too, where a part of you is like, you know what? It's almost like there's a part of you that tells like your ego self that's afraid and stuff, like, you know what? We're over this. Like, I love being who I am. I don't want to be anybody else. I don't want anybody else to be me. I want to be me. I love me. And like, it kind of is giving you more motivation to create, because maybe your inner critic is on holiday. Maybe, the self-judgment and stuff is just not as present as it was before for you, which is really good. Balance spirituality and practicality. Let's clarify that one for Imelda. Spirituality and practicality. Oh, okay. So manifestations. You might be in a clearer headspace now or something, or a clearer emotional space where it's a little bit easier to manifest stuff. The balancing of spirituality and practicality is if you do a manifestation practice or any kind of magic or spiritual practice, you do that part, you set your intentions, you do your spell work or your Reiki or your, whatever. There are so many different spiritual things, or your meditations, whatever. You do that spiritual stuff, and then at the same time, you start taking inspired action. So you start like making whatever it is that you want to manifest. You're feeling more motivated and more confident to start actually making those choices and doing the work, or creating the thing that needs to be created. Like, like for example, like an artist wants to paint something, they can visualize it in their head. They know exactly what they want it to look like. They see it in their mind's eye, but it's not going to materialize until they actually get the paints together, plan out the thing and actually paint the picture. Now, I don't know if your thing is with art or not, but you have all the tools you need. Now you just, now you're being encouraged to actually step out and do it. Okay, so that's the message I have for you, Imelda. Yogesh is wondering when they will get a job. Okay. Yogesh is wondering. I hope I'm saying your name properly. Let me know in the chat if I'm mispronouncing your name. But yeah, Yogesh says, I need to know when I will get a job. I think we can do this one with just the tarot. So Spirit, let's get advice for Yogesh about jobs, about career and work. Okay, we're going to keep that one that fell out. That was the Knight of Swords in reverse. The mental image I had immediately was of somebody running on a treadmill, where it's like you're expending all this energy and effort and you're running and you're running and you're running, but you're not actually going anywhere. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you've been using all of your energy and your efforts to basically just stay in the same place, or to end up, you just keep coming back full circle. Okay, but let's pull some more cards and see what else we got. Oh, this is a good sign. 9 of Pentacles, having your needs met and having your, like having security, having what it is that you want financially and materially. Okay, the Sun. I got a song. Sometimes, for those of you who are new here, sometimes Spirit just kind of injects like songs into my head to help me to understand kind of the vibe of the message or whatever. There's a song called, I think it's just called Sun, actually, and it's by the singer Cat Power. And yeah, there's one part that she's just like, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here comes the sun, something like that. So it's just Spirit saying like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. You're gonna get what it is that you want. Now let's do a timing estimate. Like I said, timing's not an exact science with tarot, but it is a good estimate based on the energies that are present with you in your situation and your reading right now. So let's see if we can get a timing estimate. Okay. Yeah, I see there's something here with the Hermit. Perhaps it's that you've been unemployed or something, or self-employed or something for a while. There's something you've just been kind of like by yourself and feeling like you've been alone, or like you've been the only one dealing with. That's going to change. Timing estimate, I have the Ace of Cups. Aces are ones when I do timing, and cups are months. So it could be in about a month. I see collaborative effort. I see being added to a team. 3 of Pentacles, to me, sometimes when we're reading on work and jobs and stuff, to me can represent part-time job. But you end up developing really close bonds because the Lover's card doesn't always have to be romantic. You know, when we're talking about this sort of context, lovers can be literally like close business partners or just close partnerships with others. And close, like closer than 2 of Cups. This is like you guys, there's a vulnerability that you're going to share with somebody that you're working with. Doesn't have to be a personal vulnerability. You know, it could just be you're working on, perhaps it could be sensitive information together, something to do with your job. Don't worry about the imagery of the 3 of Swords. It's the 3 that gets me. I think you're going to start off First of all, when we do timing, swords are weeks. You may hear about something in 3 weeks and then start in 1 month. I'm also getting, it could be you start out 3 days a week, perhaps. Or there's a 3-week, like a trial period or training. But yeah, it seems like within about a month, there could be something new for you there. So I'm very excited for you. I really hope that goes well, and I'm wishing you the best. Okay. Just going through the chat, I see I missed a lot here. Oh, George, you're special, aren't you? All right. Pinteresty, I see your chat here saying that you're a Gemini. The person you like is an Aries. You were pretty sure the feeling was mutual, but they're unpredictable. One moment they act cold, and the other they act curious. It's because they're dipping their toes, so to speak, into the waters of like taking your friendship a little bit further. All right. Jeff says, okay, well, first of all, Jeff, I'm sure you're already aware of this, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I do not give medical advice through tarot readings. I don't give medical advice at all. I also don't give professional legal or financial advice. I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm not a psychotherapist. I'm a tarot consultant. I can help you, get the stuff from a spiritual perspective, and I channel to you the messages that I get from spirit based on what it is that they need for you to know. But I see where Jeff is saying he's had medical complications, gone into an accident, has finally been cleared to drive by the neurologist. Is it because you've been seizure free for 1 year? He's asking, will I be able to drive and get a car? Okay, I'll read on this, but I'm just saying with that big heavy asterisk, I'm not a medical professional. I'm just saying. But, let's see. Let's see what we get from the tarot. Let's see what we get from spirit here. For Jeff and being able to drive and get a car. Weird. Okay, King of Cups and Queen of Cups. I'm going to look at this one in a second. Feeling guided to pull one more. Okay, Eight of Swords, feeling stuck. And I could understand if you're not able to drive by yourself. You can end up feeling really stuck. That it's that one little thing that a lot of people take for granted, is being able to operate a vehicle and drive by yourself. It's a huge part of somebody's independence. And when you're not able to do that, I see where you're kind of stuck, a little bit stuck there. Excuse me. Okay, Spirit, what's this King of Cups and Queen of Cups all about? Okay, there's a wait and see with Hangman. A wait and see. Okay, mental image that I'm seeing with both of these, again, not a medical professional. I don't know what any of this stuff is called. There's a scan. I'm just seeing the image of a scan. It's like, maybe it's an MRI. It's when they take a picture of your brain, right? And they can see the different areas of your brain that light up, depending on the different stimuli or whatever. I'm seeing something like that. And there's something about it's got to be under control for a certain amount of, now queens are 13s, kings are 14s of months. 13, 14 months, so just over a year. But it's interesting because you've already been cleared to drive. Hangman. Wait and see. Just a minute. Oh, okay. All right. I think you can, but they may ask you to like get some kind of testing or get some kind of scans done more frequently. Aces are my yeses. 8 of Wands is quick movement and travel and swift movement and go, go, go. I do see you could be able to do this, but yeah, they're just gonna like really, really keep a close eye on you. I think that's what's going on over the course of the next like 13 or 14 months. So yeah, but it just from what I have here spiritually is like the answer is like, yeah, but you have to be careful. There may be restrictions on how far you can drive or for how long you can, or like times of day or something like that. Again, I'm not an expert. This is just kind of what I'm seeing though. There will be some kind of limitations, but you should, there is something about like yeah, okay, well, it's all right. But in the meantime, let's wait and see what else happens. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Jeff. I hope that is okay. Logan says, I'm 19, my girlfriend just passed, and my brother is in the hospital. I need a reading. Please help me. I'm very, very sorry for your loss, first of all, and I'm very, very sorry for the situations that you've been dealing with. We're going to pray for peace of mind for you, and that things can be okay, that you can have some comfort, that you can feel some joy again, that you can heal, that your brother can heal, or just that things will ultimately be all right for you. You better not be lying to me. Somebody says, what a joke, nice attention grab. So I really, if you're serious about this and this is actually a real thing that has happened in your life, again, like I said, I'm very sorry and I will pray for your well-being. You know what? Let's just, Spirit, what's your advice for Logan regardless? What's your advice for this person regardless, Spirit? Whoop. Okay, well, I'm not trying to be insulting to you, Logan, if that is actually what was in your situation. You know, again, I'm very sorry. I have had, the reason I was skeptical was because in the past I have had people try and bullshit me. And then they ended up getting answers anyways, regardless. It wasn't about the thing they were bullshitting me on, but it was definitely an answer that they needed. So you'll have to excuse me. Okay, so anyways, Spirit, advice for Logan and his situation, because that all sounds absolutely horrible. And I'm, again, very sorry for your loss and for the pain that you've been experiencing. Okay, we have bring love into the situation. Energy is gaining momentum. And we're going to clarify these with tarot. So bring love into the situation. I'm seeing there's love for yourself that's needed. There's patience with yourself as you process everything that's been happening. As you process your grief and your fear and there's disbelief here as well. And that is part of grief. I can understand that. But what else can we get here, Spirit, with that bring love into the situation advice? Okay, all right. There's focus on your long-term goals and your long-term wellness with the King of Pentacles. It's very easy to neglect ourselves when we're in a situation like this. And it's very easy to, because it makes sense. You know, sometimes with grief, people do develop depression, they do develop anxiety, or you know, they develop other issues that cause them to kind of just, I don't know, that cause them to kind of just not really care anymore. And I get that, actually. That makes sense. Because when you have lost somebody that significant to you and you're dealing with somebody else, either, being very injured or very ill, same with, or like you were saying with your brother being in hospital, like I see where your priority is on him and your priority is on the loved one that you lost. But Spirit's just reminding you that you are your own priority too, and that it's okay to continue making plans for your future. Maybe right now you're feeling like, what's the point? I've lost everything. Spirit's saying like, it's just keep going. Just keep going. I see with Two of Pentacles, something about 2 years. And it's not to say that after 2 years, all the grief will be gone completely. No, grief is something that comes and goes. Your life grows around it. And you do eventually learn to keep living, and you do learn how to keep going, but it doesn't mean it goes completely away. But let's see what's going on with that 2 year thing. Okay. There's more understanding with Seven of Pentacles. And sometimes not everything has an answer either, the message I'm getting from Spirit is that it does not have to make sense, and nothing might make sense for you right now. Excuse me, I had a little hiccup there. But that over time, something will start to make more sense for you. Like, maybe not like why that loss happened or, why your circumstances happened, but there will be something about your situation today that over the next couple of years, you will start to be like, oh, okay, I do understand more about this. And there's something about being able to reconcile something because you have a better understanding of it. All right, let's do the bring love into the situation oracle. Let's clarify that one, because there was definitely self-love and being patient for yourself during your struggles. Whew. See, maybe you're feeling like you're starting over, having to start from scratch, having to, and my heart really feels for you because there were all these plans you'd made, like with your girlfriend, and, all these things you wanted to do for your future together. And now that's all very different. And you're feeling like, well, shit, what do I do now? This Spirit's giving me another song. I'm sorry if this is like, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know if tacky is the word I'm looking for, but maybe. That song, The Scientist, that Coldplay song. I keep just getting that line about, take me back to the start. Take me back to the start. My singing voice is not up to scratch today, but that it's like, it's okay. It hurts. And I'm not saying like, oh, everything's fine. Yeah, you lost your loved one, but no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that everything hurts right now and you feel like you have no choice but to begin again and go on a new path in your life. Have some patience for yourself, have some love for yourself, and understand that you're allowed to feel however you feel for as long as you feel it. Anything else to know, Spirit, for Logan? Oh, okay. All right. So what I have for you, Logan, I have the High Priestess. This is like spirit, and I'm getting like spiritual information and signs. I'm hearing something about signs of life. This may not be something that happens right away, but I am just saying in the next couple of years, perhaps you start getting more intuitive messages, signs of life, signs that she's still there. Maybe not physically, but like her love is still there. And the essence of who she is and who you fell in love with is still there. Okay. 5 of Cups. You've lost a lot, but you haven't lost everything. Yeah, wow. The energy is like so strong that I feel right now. Your life is not over. You still have so much. There's still hope for the future, but Spirit's recognizing how much grief that you're feeling. Okay. I'm fine. Let's just see if there are any more words of advice or comfort for Logan at this time. And for others who are struggling with this similar situation. And again, Logan, sorry for doubting if you were telling the truth or not. Like I said, I, in the past, have had somebody try doing, you know. Okay. You get through it. You do. With 6 of Wands, you will have a happy life. If you're right now wondering if you're ever going to be happy again and if life will ever be good again, yes, it will. It will. There will be, it's when you're ready. Spirit's showing me there will be romance. There will be opportunities for love and connection. You will have feelings for someone else again in the future. Something, again, should you choose, I'm seeing from Spirit, they want you to know that should you choose, you can have children even in the future. You will have that loving family home, that loving marriage or loving partner and family. Yeah, you will be happy again. But again, I'm very sorry about your situation. The message for you is just keep going. Keep trying, keep going. You will get through it. Now, if you need help finding resources for like grief counseling or therapy or anything like that, just let me know. And you don't have to like post in the chat or anything where you are. You can always just send me an email, Sienna, or not, nope, that's my old one. You can send me an email, wildrosetc@gmail.com, and I'll see what I can do to help you find the resources that you need. Okay? Okay. And again, I feel bad for doubting you, when you first asked. I really hope that wasn't like insulting to you. I didn't mean to do that, but I hope that was able to help you. And again, if you need help, just let me know. Need help finding resources or just want someone to listen to you or whatever, just let me know. Okay? Okay. But if you did need help finding any kind of whatever, just reach out. Okay. Deb is asking, is there anything Spirit wants me to know? We're going to shuffle out these tarot cards. We're going to shuffle these oracle cards too. Okay, so Spirit, we're going to change gears. Is there anything that you want for Deb Summer to know? Woo, what just flew out? Okay, all right. Your hard work's paying off. That's one thing that Spirit wants you to know, Deb. Your hard work is paying off. I had 3 actually come out. There's you and your loved ones are safe. And there's what do you need to release? Okay, so we're going to keep those oracle cards. All right. So, hard work is paying off. Let's pull a tarot card to get a little more detail on that. Okay, yeah, 2 of Pentacles. There's something that you've been balancing. Like you've been balancing it's like your regular job with this extra thing that you've been putting your time and energy into. Like you have been working really hard. It's almost the feeling of somebody who has 2 jobs. Like you're doing a lot. I'm getting this word bonus. Like yeah, okay. Yeah, you've been putting in a lot of extra work because there's some kind of a bonus or something, or there's some kind of, there is a reward. Let's just pull another one to see. Okay, the World card, the successful completion of something. Oh, wow, you said you are doing 2 jobs in the same company. Okay, wow. Successful completion of something. So if you had to, like, let's say you had to replace someone and you ended up doing their job, like say somebody went on mat leave and you ended up doing your job and hers, she either will come back or there will be a proper like replacement for her so that you can go back to doing just the one job. What else do we have here? Yeah, because I can see if you're starting to get a little overwhelmed. 7 of Wands, she's not quite, she's not quite stressing yet. Putting out small fires. You're putting out lots of small fires. I see that. And it's always like, okay, I finished. It's like whack-a-mole. I'm seeing that too with your work. Holy crap. It's like you finish one task and then like another one pops up and you're like, shit. So then you deal with that. You push that down, you get that done. And then something else pops up that's like, oh, hey, we forgot about this. Oh, yeah, what about that meeting on Tuesday? Hey, did you get this fax I sent? No, I didn't. Who the hell faxes anymore? Like, it's just, there's so much happening. Oh, H, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. So I see, but you are being rewarded. So it's not like this work is going unappreciated, which is really good to know because I know some workplaces will just be like, well, you should have been working that hard to begin with. I'm not rewarding you extra when you actually do deserve the reward. I wonder if you're going to get maybe be awarded with like a little bit of time off, like maybe a few days off to just relax and be by yourself. Carlos is asking, is that real? I think it's just a print. You're asking about my Spider-Man thing. I think it's just a print. I've had it for a really long time. Okay, and then you and your loved ones are safe. We're going to pull a couple for this one because the first thing I'm seeing is your bills are paid. I'm seeing a table with food on it. I'm seeing lights being on and off and on again, and I'm seeing hot water running. I'm seeing heat, like the heat running and the vents being on. So those needs are all going to be met and you're safe in that way. Excuse me, hiccup again. Yeah, you're going, okay, I like this because if things have been kind of turbulent at home, and sometimes it doesn't even mean that there's something bad going on. It just means like if you're just really busy, that can affect the energy of your home. Maybe everyone in your home has been busy. You know, if you have kids or whatever, like maybe they've had a lot of stuff to do, or maybe your spouse or, you know, whoever, like they've had a lot to do, and And if you've been working a lot and working really hard, maybe there are some things that you don't have the energy to do at home, so they are doing it. You know what I mean? But you're moving into this place of calm. So the stress is going to go down. I love that. That is awesome news. The stress is going to go down. Your needs and your family's needs will be met. Yeah, and the stress was temporary. This isn't going to be your new normal forever. Okay, what else can we know about the you and your loved ones are safe? Sorry, and there we go. Okay. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. That is our second reading today where we had a matching pair. I love that. So King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Let's clarify. There is no, Spirit's like, Sienna, you don't need to clarify. You just need to pay attention and listen. Okay. All right. I will. I'll pay attention and listen. I'm getting the word expertise. I'm getting there's some kind of learning or like instruction. I think somebody is going to, like I said, if you had to do the work of someone else because they are not at the workplace, that person will get a proper replacement, and they will get the proper training and stuff so that you can focus more on your own job. And then working very closely with someone. You know what? Take this with a grain of salt. But kind of what I'm picking up here is like promoted. You know, somebody comes in to observe, you know, what you've been doing, and maybe they have to go to you because, you know, you've been doing this extra job or whatever for how long, and they're like, okay, well, you know how to do it. Can you, I need help learning to do this. So you're able to show them, but there's somebody who's been paying attention and they're like, she's got what it takes. So I was just hearing promoted to manager. Yeah, because they like they know what you're capable of, somebody, and they like what you're able to do. Okay, and then what do you need to release? First of all, Spirit's telling me release your fear. The fear of not being enough. The fear of not knowing enough. The fear of, King of Wands, the fear of it. Take, again, grain of salt. This is just what I'm getting, is the fear of it being a man's world. And for whatever, industry that you're in, you maybe are a little worried about, well, it's all dominated by men. It's all run by men. Are they going to take me seriously? Are they going to care? Don't worry. You got this. I always say when I do these court cards, the gender is not important. It's the energy. And I feel like this is literally applying to you as well. Your gender is not important. It's your energy. Yeah, release your fears. You are totally good enough. You're more than capable. You're very knowledgeable. I love this. And a potential promotion. So that's exciting. Okay. I'm going to go through the chat and see what else I have. H says, your free readings are very detailed. Never seen anyone else be so detailed while on live. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes the readings are very detailed and sometimes they're really simple. It just depends on what the recipient needs. And just however much Spirit wants to say. But yeah, I try and give like good quality readings as much as I can, even when they are the free readings. Natasha, yes, I am still taking questions. Okay. Natasha is wondering, because... All right. Yeah. I had mentioned earlier that if you spam, you get ignored, and there's somebody that's kind of been spamming a little bit in the chat, and then there's somebody who's being a little bit loose with their personal information if the person who's been warned about their giving too much info, if you can just generalize your question a little bit so that it's not so much me, reading on somebody else that isn't you, then maybe we can go from there. Okay. So Natasha's asking, will I get the job I interviewed for, or will there be another opportunity? Okay. Will Natasha get the job she interviewed for? Or what can we know about that, Spirit? Oop. Okay. There's release negativity. It says it's time to release negativity, but then there's also prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. It's March. It is Taurus season, isn't it? I'm not an astrologer. I'm not completely well versed in that stuff, but I think it is Taurus season, and we do have a new moon coming up later in the month. Perhaps that could be when you start or when you hear back. Woo! Okay, so is she gonna get the job that she interviewed for? Time to release negativity. That kind of reminds me a little bit of like with Deb's reading that we just did, where there was the message of releasing fears, releasing self-doubt. But okay, you know what, actually, before we look at, are you going to get the one you interviewed for? Let's look at time to release negativity. Let's just pull one. What needs to be released? Okay, well, we have 6 of Swords. So, yeah, this is like something about releasing stress, releasing your anxiety, releasing, and I'm not saying this to be insulting or anything. This is literally just human behavior, releasing a negativity bias, or releasing, if you have been disappointed in the past, or I should say when people have been disappointed in the past, we often tend to remember the negatives, right? And we tend to remember the rejections, and we tend to be kind of afraid in the future. But releasing this nervousness, this negativity. Oh, I just saw your comment, releasing toxic job. All right. Now let's look at prosperity lies ahead. I just had the Magician fall on the floor. There's something about you've been creating opportunities for yourself. Is this the job that Natasha interviewed for? Okay, I'm going to keep the ones that fell out. Ace of Wands fell out, Devil fell out, Page of Cups fell out. I think so. I think so. Because with our Ace of Wands, yeah, new beginnings. Aces are yeses, but Wands are also about labor, about work. So yeah, there's new work opportunities coming. I also have Page of Cups, where I think the environment is a little bit nicer. It's more, it's a little bit more relaxed. I'm not gonna go as far as saying casual, but it's a lot more laid back than what you're used to. And then Spirit saying you have the opportunity. That's not the one I was looking for. This one, you have the opportunity to jump ship and leave behind the toxicity. You're getting the opportunity to leave the old company before something really hits the fan. After you leave, maybe a former colleague might reach out to you in the near future and be like, oh my God, you totally missed, like so-and-so was fired, or like, oh my God, like this huge, like there's gonna be some kind of like huge drama. There's gonna be tea. But it's one of those things where you get to just hear about it and eat your popcorn and be like, wow, that's crazy. And inside you're like, oh, thank God I didn't have to deal with that. Interesting. Okay. All right. So, okay, Madhavi, is that how I say your name? How does the person in Madhavi's mind feel about them? Is he really into her or just want to use her? And yeah, you don't necessarily have to use names. And for those of you who are new to my channel and my streams, a lot of you wouldn't even know that. So that's okay. It's okay. I don't feel comfortable reading on other people, especially when, their names are put publicly in the chat and stuff like that. But it's okay if you are asking something like, how does my person, or how does my crush, or because Spirit knows exactly who you're talking about. So the person that Madhavi likes or is thinking of, does he like... And I don't mean to, again, misgender or anything. I am just assuming that you're a she. So I'm just saying, is the person on her mind? Does that person like her back? You're very close to achieving your goal is the first one. And then emotions are running high is the second one. It's very close to achieving your goal. So if your goal is to, be in a relationship with this person, let's look at the, you know what? Okay, very close to achieving the goal. What is Madhavi very close to achieving here? What is the goal that she's close to achieving? This one kind of stands out to me. Something long-term and steady. I love that steady energy with the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, good. Okay, yeah, if you've been a little confused, Seven of Cups, there's the end of that confusion. You're going to get an answer that you need, or a confirmation that you need. Now, yeah, emotions are running high. That makes sense. If you really are feeling strongly for this person, let's see. How does this person feel about Madhavi? How does this person feel about her? Hi, Sunflower. I see your question. Okay, but Madhavi. How does that person feel about Madhavi? Oh yeah, they like you. They like you. You make them happy. They see your face, or they see your name pop up in their notifications, and they're happy. Like, they smile when they see your name, or Queen of Pentacles. There's literally something about she's my queen, wanting to maybe a little bit wanting to spoil you, but also just knowing that they see you as like a solid person, that they could have like a good, what's the word I'm looking for? Foundation for a relationship with. So that person does like you back. Are they sincere or are they using you? Because I know that was the other question you had. You were a little bit worried that they were going to use you. So is that something? What is this person's intentions? Okay, well, Emperor on the bottom, that's like husband and father, like that kind of card. So that's a good sign to see. Okay, let's see. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to say, first of all, there's no need to rush this. Because they do like you. They have genuine feelings for you, but I am going to let you know they are in a situation right now in which they're not like totally satisfied where they are at in life, or with some kind of circumstance that they're facing. And they want essentially to be rescued, right? But that's not your responsibility. You're not meant to save or fix anyone. That's just in general, like in relationships in general. It should be two whole complete individuals coming together to be a pair, not two halves coming together to make one. You know what I mean? He's looking for his other half, not realizing that he is complete and that he is whole just the way he is. Yeah, he thinks that a relationship would help him to like leave behind this whatever this difficult situation is that he's dealing with. A relationship is not going to rescue you from your issues. A relationship is a nice bonus to have. He's got some issues to work out. But let's see, is there anything else for Madhabi to know? The intentions seem good. Like he does genuinely like you. I don't get like that he's using you or lying or anything. Just maybe don't jump into anything serious right away. Aw. Okay. Very sweet, very sweet. Yeah, you will come together in the way that you need to. Temperance with the just take it slow, take it a little bit at a time. Everybody has inner work that they need to do. You do, he does, I do. Who doesn't, really? But yeah, I love that. There's peace and harmony. There's even like depicting a little wedding ceremony here. There's like just happy home life with this person. But just give it some time. Okay, so that's what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. Just looking at the chat. Yeah, no worries, Sunflower. It's okay. I actually didn't even see the comment when you had your company name. Honestly, a lot of that is to protect you as well, right? Sunflower. Excuse me. Yeah, Sunflower, what was your question? I can't find it in the chat, but I know it was about your workplace. So we'll do that. while you're posting in the chat, I'm going to go through a couple of questions here. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of will my ex come back questions. You know what, we'll look at Tyler's. They're in a separation. That one stands out. It makes me think of like a legal separation. And will they unite again? We'll look at that quick. Will they unite again? I think this will just be a quick one. I just get the feeling. Okay, conflict, Hierophant. Now Hierophant, that's showing me, I'm seeing like legal papers and like separate or documents. So if you are legally separated, you would have had to already write up a separation agreement and figure out all the terms and stuff that goes with that. It's different depending on where you live and what your situation is, of course. But yeah, okay, conflict. We'll get into this a little bit just in a second here. Death card, transformation, like major transformation. Something has to come to an end because something else is starting. What's going on? Is this a back together or is this a divorce? Okay, maybe staying separated at least for now, because I'm seeing there with Two of Wands, like plans being drawn up, coming up with ideas, looking towards the future. You and this person are both like, well, what do I want? What do I need? But I like seeing with Temperance that there is, like, there's good, it feels like goodwill, but there is something about some time apart so that you can both heal separately. I do also see, like, if you have children with this person, I do see like teamwork, at least with the co-parenting, and or if you have shared like pets or something like that, I do see cooperation and being able to integrate, having to share those aspects of your lives even though you're separated right now. So I don't get anything right now about coming back together or permanently being apart. The message for you is just to stay. You're going to stay separated just at least for now while you're healing. Okay? I know that wasn't maybe not what you wanted, but that is just what came in, and I hope that was helpful to you. Okay. Okay, then Sunflower is asking, okay, yeah. Thank you, Sunflower, for putting your question. Facing issues at work, targets not being completed. Is your job secure at your current company? Okay, well, we can look at that. Is Sunflower's job secure in her current company? Woo, what? Oh, okay, all right, sure. Okay, we have hold your vision and work through your fears. We're going to clarify the hold your vision one. Okay, wow, I am like a clumsy shuffler today, but you know what? We'll get through it. Okay, hold your vision. I just held my whole deck upside down. Gotta reshuffle it. There we go. Okay, all right. Hold your vision for Sunflower. What's that all about, Spirit? Okay. There are something about don't let small hindrances distract you from what your goals are. Oh, that was my neighbor's doorbell. I was so confused. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but don't let small distractions like hinder what your goals are, just like I let the small distraction of my neighbor's doorbell hinder the middle of my sentence. You are the one who knows what you want. Maybe there are people telling you, oh, you don't know what you want. Oh, that's not what you want. Oh, you're not going to be happy with that. But you know what it is that you want because you are the boss of you. And you are the one that knows how you feel. You're the one that knows what your heart desires. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can, nobody can dissuade you from that. There is something here about like, keep going. There's, your small efforts are adding up. There are, small efforts adding up. There are also, like you're taking smaller steps, but it's leading to something more significant. Okay, but I'm going to let you know, don't worry too much about this Devil card. The environment of this current workplace may not be the best. I'm just going to say that. I try not to throw around the word toxic too much, but there's something in your current work environment that's not your responsibility. It has nothing to do with you, but it is quite dysfunctional. We're going to look at this work through your fears one. So we're going to clarify with the tarot that work through your fears message. You'll have your needs met. There's 9 of Pentacles. There's having what you need and desire materially, being able to, I'm seeing you're going to be able to pay those bills. You are going to be able to afford whatever it is. You may be worried about, because if I don't meet the targets and, and they kick me out, like, oh my gosh, I need to afford my medications, or I need to afford my rent or my groceries or whatever. You will, that money will come. You will have what you need. But let's take a look at, would it be worth at least looking into finding another place to work? You know what? I'm going to actually keep the ones that fell face up. Yeah, eventually you may be feeling a little bit overburdened, a little, what's the word? Over-encumbered, if you're familiar with the older Elder Scrolls games. If your character has too much stuff in their inventory, they can't really go very fast, and you get a message saying you are over encumbered. Something will have to change once it gets to a point where it's like, okay, no, this is way too much, where you are, it's like where you go home and you're not even able to disconnect from this workplace. You're still being affected emotionally and energetically, and it's when it starts to affect your body and your mental health and then your physical health, like, it's just not worth it. However, I had Hermit and King of Swords fall out. I wonder if there is somebody who's going to give you like really, really good advice. I'm getting something about sage advice. Yeah, really good advice with this King of Swords. Something that you can do like on your own time. There could be some kind of extra maybe training or some kind of a class or something you can take on your own time that would help you to get like a different position. See, is it worth for Sunflower to look at working somewhere else? And I mean, yeah, the answer was eventually, if it's starting to wear on you and make you tired and affect you mentally and physically. Yep. Yeah, keep praying for better opportunities. I love that what you said in the chat, because you will get this. There's your wish come true. Ooh, I like this. Okay. So yeah, Hangman is just like a minor delay. It's not like you're going to be able to start something new tomorrow. But after the minor delay is up, then it's go time. And when Spirit says to you, you know, you're ready, it's time, you will know, by the way. You'll know it in your gut. When you walk in the morning, you will know this is the day I give my notice. Or like, this is the, you know, or you're looking for these different jobs. You're like, I have a gut feeling about that company. I'm going to apply. You will know. And then the movement will be very, very quick into a new opportunity. So I think you're okay for now. Just, yeah, keep doing the best you can. Seek help if you need it from external sources. And yeah, you keep doing you. New opportunities will come and you will know when it's time. GR is saying, I'm a single parent, single mom, have sustained a household single-handedly. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. 2 new jobs coming up. Fortune, please. Okay. All right. That was for GR. So Spirit, what's the message? What's the word for GR? Because that is not an easy task. Like, I'm not a parent, but I've worked with kids for over a decade. And as a result, I've worked very closely with a lot of parents. A lot of my friends have become parents. And even in 2-parent households, it's still really hard. So honestly, mad respect to you for being able to do this as a single parent. So GR. What is the fortune for GR? What's the message? Oh, well, a new romantic cycle begins. Should you choose? Should you choose to enter a new relationship someday? So that's kind of exciting. If that's something that you've been wanting in life, Spirit saying that opportunity is going to be there soon. Expect powerful change. That's exciting. All right. So what's the fortune for GR? What's the good news? Because it feels like it's all good news. Like it's, the mental image I have is like shiny, a present with this shiny red wrapping paper. And it's like, there's a surprise inside. The other image I have is of, now I'm in Canada where we have Kinder Surprise eggs. They're the chocolate eggs, and inside there's a little plastic capsule that has a toy in it. And it's like, ooh, there's a surprise. What's the surprise gonna be? So let's see. Okay, the sun, there's happiness, there's something about the vibes in your home are lightening up. So if things were stressful in your home, or if you were feeling overwhelmed or something, you're gonna start to feel more relaxed. There's gonna be more fun. Oof, I love this, I love this. There's gonna be more fun in your home. There's, yeah, a lot more. There's financial stability to come. Now it's a King of Pentacles. The gender is not necessarily important. It is the energy. This King of Pentacles is someone, this is a person who cares about the long-term stability and the long-term, like the long-term matters, like could be the long-term financial situation, you know, the long-term wealth, the long-term health, the long-term, like consistent positive functioning in your household. That's really what I'm getting here. What other good news for GR? Interesting. Okay. Somebody who's been giving you a hard time or has been like stringing you along or have been somebody who's been either lying to you or trying to be sneaky with you, they're going to be revealed for the idiot that they are with the Fool card. It's not often I get the Fool to mean actual foolishness. But yeah, like if, like say your ex-partner, like if they're, you know, if they're kind of being crappy, if they're purposely dragging things out or making things difficult for you, that's going to get exposed. And everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, that person was so dumb. Like, you can't just do that to your ex-partner and think you can get away with it. So that's good to know. Anything else for GR to know? Oh, good. Good. There's steady work for you. There's, you know, full-time work or full-time income. Sometimes we get really lucky. Some people are very lucky and work part-time hours, but earn so much that it's like full-time income. And then there's consistency. Yes, I love this. So yeah, not only is it full-time work, but it's consistent work. It's consistent. You know, every month or every 2 weeks that you know when payday is, you know what's coming in. But I also love there's consistency in your home life, in your routine. There's consistency in your routine, in your children's routines. And I'm just very excited for you because bottom of the deck, we have 4 of Swords and I'm getting this as rest, rest and relaxation. Girl, you need to rest. You've been doing so much. And yes, the consistency in the home routines is going to help calm things down. So yeah, there is that energy to rest because there's not that undercurrent of strife all the time and chaos and stuff. And like I said, even in 2-parent households, that is really hard to accomplish. So I'm really excited for you, GR. There's so much good coming for you. There's money, there's love, there's consistency and stability. Okay? Awesome. Now, was it Princess KK? Did you have a question? I know you had one earlier in the chat and I totally forgot about it. So you post it here. Maddie is saying, in the meantime, I'll look at Maddie saying, not sure I answered these type of questions. I have PCOS and been struggling to get pregnant. Oh, okay. You know what? So I don't give medical advice, but I will look at, I will look at your situation for you. Because I see where you said you've chosen to kind of take a break from it. Okay. And I'm very sorry you're struggling with PCOS. I know a lot of people who are close to me who have it, and it sucks. It can be so incredibly painful, and like you're saying, it can really mess with fertility and can mess with all kinds of stuff. So we're going to pray for healing and stability for your body, and we're going to pray, yes, for good health and well-being, for healing to come in. I'm seeing it's an orange sparkling light, so it's your sacral chakra. Now, you can't really, maybe not see it. Maybe you can on my screen, but here, sacral chakra, uterine area, or just the area under your belly button. I see healing coming for your, yeah, so I love that. Sacral chakra healing, but I'm also seeing like peace. For some reason, there's an energy of peace, like, excuse my wording, but like peace in the uterus. All right. So, for Maddie, babies, children in her future. Okay, first of all, there's your commitments being tested and a time to give rather than to take. Yeah, sometimes with this commitment being tested one, it often does make me think of, like, I don't know, it sounds kind of cheesy or something, but like, you know, somebody's faith being tested. I don't know what your spirituality is. For some reason, I'm being reminded the story of Job in the Bible, in the book of Job, where all kinds of obstacles, he had all kinds of crazy shit happen to him, if I remember the story correctly. And his faith still stayed strong. He questioned it, and he questioned, God, what, do you even know what you're doing? Like, God, are you punishing me? Like, why? What is this? But despite all these bad circumstances, he still had faith that he was going to have a good life. And according to the story, eventually he did. Now, again, you don't necessarily, I don't know if you're a religious person or not, but that's just an example. Like, that's just something that came to mind, maybe to help me to understand what the commitment being tested card was about. And then we have the time to give rather than to take. So I'm going to clarify that with the tarot card. I'm hearing give yourself mercy and give yourself grace. Yeah, there's something here about give yourself the opportunity to succeed. You know, I like when you said that you've decided to take a break, because I'm seeing here with the Eight of Cups, something about releasing attachments. And I've seen this happen before. I don't know if you heard me, if you were in stream earlier, but I did mention with our last reading for GR, like I've worked with kids for 10 years. I'm going to say it's been 10 years. And as a result, I've worked very closely with parents, right? And I've seen this happen before, where there was a couple at a child care center I worked at years ago. They were trying because they really wanted a baby, right? And that's totally fine. That's, you know, it's natural. But they weren't having any luck. And it was really frustrating for them. And so they decided, you know what, screw it. They ended up, at the same time, they were already looking to adopt. They wanted an adopted child and like a biological child. And when they adopted, they ended up not only adopting twins, she got pregnant, boom, shortly after all of that went through. And, you know, the adopted kids got settled into the household and the family got to bond and stuff. All of a sudden, boom, pregnant, because she released her attachment to having a biological child. Now, all three of those kids, she loves them very, very much, and she considers herself extremely lucky because she got what she wanted and then some. And I feel really, I feel hopeful seeing that Eight of Cups for you, where you've walked away from your attachment right now. Ace of Pentacles, yes, Pentacles. If we want to estimate timing, I'm seeing about a year. You could have some success in this with this in about a year's time. Again, I don't give medical advice. You know, I'm not a doctor. Interesting. Okay. The Devil card is just, this is just representing the illness that you're dealing with, the PCOS. Once there's something that's going to, I think you're going to have to figure it out with your doctor, but once something is figured out, there's a small adjustment that needs to be made to promote like better like harmony within all of your body systems, then you'll have the success you're looking for. Okay, and give me 1 sec. The sun went behind a cloud somewhere, so I'm not getting much natural light along with my ring light. I'm going to just turn on my room light. That's better. Oh, by the way, on the bottom of the deck for your oracle cards was you're very close to achieving your goal. So it'll happen eventually. Something has to be corrected or made balanced in your body, and then it can happen. So best of luck to you, and I will pray for your healing and your well-being, and that you will be able to have a family and will be able to be a mom in whatever form that takes. But yeah, for healing and for peace, and that you're not, you know, stuck struggling with the pain and the complications that come with having PCOS. All right. Laverne is asking for general reading. Yes, and thank you for your super chat, by the way. I just have Princess KK wanted a general reading, and I acknowledged her quite a bit ago. So we'll do Princess KK, and then we'll do yours, Laverne. So Princess KK general reading. What's the message for Princess KK? Okay, step out of your comfort zone. But it's okay because luck is on your side. So that's good. That's good to have right off the bat. What else for Princess KK? Okay, you're getting, with Six of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you are getting support with something that you're doing. And you're putting in effort, but somebody else is going to start putting in equal effort to help accomplish whatever it is here that your goal is, that you are wanting to do. And with it comes like a kind of like a budding, developing friendship. Somebody that helps you, like I'm seeing, could be like a neighbor or something. You're dealing with something, and yeah, a neighbor or someone near, you know, in your community locally near you is like, oh, I've been dealing with this too. Hey, let me help you with this because we both have the same goal. Maybe we can work together. And then you kind of end up forming a friendship. I see that with the Page of Cups. Like you're getting to see a side of this person that you didn't expect. It's a kind and gentle and more is innocent the word, more light-hearted side. Maybe they seem really serious and you know, kind of stern on the outside. Maybe they have that resting bitch face where they're not actually a mean person, but sometimes their face just looks really, really like they're kind of hard to read. What else for Princess KK? All right. So whatever the problem is with that Three of Swords, whatever the problem was or the complications were, Seven of Cups, I see that there were a whole bunch of different factors that played into this. And I think this is why it's very important that there's somebody that wants to come in and actually help you, because you have some of the pieces of the puzzle, they have some of the other pieces of the puzzle, and together with your gender is not important here, it's just the energy. Your charisma, your ability to act, your not being afraid to to speak up, you're not afraid to take action, and then with this person who's helping you with their something about their temperament, it's somebody who's like, I've been here for years. I was here from the beginning, and I've seen situations come and go, and I've seen how they've worked out. And so they have like a very you're more fiery, wanting to come in guns a-blazing, firing on all cylinders, and they're more like, nah, just be strategic, just a minute. You're going to be able to balance each other out in this. Whatever it is that you're doing, working together on. Okay, any last things for Princess KK? Ooh, the Star, optimal outcome, good. Whatever like this is that you've been trying to deal with, like you do get it resolved, and it's in a very effective way. It's in a way that benefits you, that benefits this person who's helping you, and perhaps benefits like that local community or neighborhood. Because I feel like it's small scale, like I feel like it's neighborhood and not necessarily your entire town. So that's good news. So whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish there, you have help and support, and luck is on your side. I love that. I love that. And then Laverne is also looking for a general reading. Okay, so Laverne's general reading. Spirit, what is Laverne's general reading? What is the message you want to give them? What is the message? Oh yeah, Princess KK, thank you for putting that in the chat. If you like my bracelets, they are from Otter Spirit. The link is in the chat, in the description, if you want to find, if you're into this kind of stuff. This is from their protection bundle. There's black tourmaline, hematite, and lava stone. I like their stuff. I think their products are really good quality, very pretty. Sponsorship segment and plug over. Okay, so Laverne's reading. What is the general message? Okay, a personal issue reaches resolution. So what is this going to look like for Laverne then, with this personal issue that's reaching a resolution? Let's get more info on that. Ooh, this is good news. I'm excited for you. You're, okay, basically going from working harder to working smarter, okay? Right now, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot on your plate. There's a lot that you're doing. You're tired. And you're going to learn some kind of really, really crucial information that's going to help take, maybe it's your workload or whatever it is in your situation, from being like almost unbearable to becoming much simpler. I'm getting that word streamlining. Like you're able to, yeah, okay. I'm seeing like instead of having to do 10 of these individual functions, you're somehow able to combine it all so that you can do it in one motion, one movement. Definitely with the working smarter and not harder. How is Laverne going to find this information? Because it's something that you're not aware of right now, and I do feel like it is involved with like your work life. Oh, Princess KK, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Are you stuck dealing with burnout, Laverne? I'm getting kind of, with the Nine of Wands, that's somebody that's like, well, this person's literally walking on an injured leg. You know, they're still working even though, yeah, they're tired, even though they're sore, even though it hurts. Like they're still going because they have to. Yeah, and then the Tower, sometimes when we experience a burnout, sometimes that can affect us emotionally, or sometimes it can affect us physically. So what is the advice? What should Laverne do that's going to help them get to that, finding the information they need to help them streamline what it is that they're doing? Okay, part of it is King of Swords. There's somebody that you can go to. You're being encouraged to ask for support. If that's something you have access to, but I am seeing like you're being encouraged to ask for help or to ask for advice. Somebody is going to help you figure out strategies to like work around whatever it is that you're dealing with. I don't know if this is what you're dealing with, but Spirit wants me to share something about myself with you. I have ADHD. I've had it all my life, but I wasn't diagnosed till I was an adult, right? And things that other people could accomplish very quickly and very easily, that they could accomplish in one step, it would take me 10 steps. And I had to learn strategies through therapy and advice from my doctor and medication and stuff to kind of work around it and get my executive functions working a little better. My problem was I have trouble prioritizing tasks and knowing what should I do first, second, third, what's most important, what's least important. I had to learn strategies to help me figure that out. Now that I'm kind of better at it, a lot of my work and a lot of my jobs are much easier to do. I had to learn the proper workarounds for the ADHD. And I just saw in the chat you said you have it too. So let's see what else is there for you, Laverne. Yeah, because you're definitely learning strategies to help yourself, but it's internal and external. The strategies you're going to learn to help yourself are going to make things a little easier, but I am also seeing you asking for help for things that are like external, like, hey, this is a two-man job and this is really hard for me to do on my own when I have this, and this that are also my responsibilities. Can I have some help with that? And maybe, someone at your work is like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that you had all these things to do. I thought you only had this. That's why I asked you to, have this and this on your plate as well. So you're getting the kind of support that you need. We have the World card. That is the end of a situation. It's the end of a chapter. It's the end of the working harder phase. There's something here about perhaps a mentor or a therapist or somebody who's going to give you the tools that you need to be able to succeed. And I am seeing that this is mentally, because the swords I always see those as a suit that represent the mind and the thoughts and stuff. So I'm not sure if you go to a therapist or if you've ever watched videos on YouTube like that are made by professional therapists and psychologists who talk about things like ADHD and executive dysfunction. But I think you're going to get some really, really helpful advice from there. Okay. I'm going to do one last one. I'm going to do diagnose. Their chat just really jumped out at me, so I'm going to answer their thing, and then we're going to wrap up the stream. D-Latio8 is saying, I lost a good friend last Monday to a collision. Funeral was yesterday. We had a falling out that we hadn't resolved. Is there anything that can be told as far as if things are okay? Okay, yeah, absolutely. We'll look at that. I'm very sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry about everything in your situation there. I'm praying for comfort and peace of mind for you and for the family of your loved one that you've lost. Let's do an oracle card. Believe in the impossible. So interesting, like perhaps you are like, oh, I really wish I could have told her or him, like, I really wish I could have said this. I really wish they could have heard me, or I really wish that they knew how I was thinking or feeling. It's like, believe in the impossible. So it's like, you wish you could have said these things to them. You can still say them. You can still do that. You can write them a letter. You can speak out loud. You can paint a picture or create some kind of art to represent what you are feeling and what you want to say. You can do this through meditation or through prayer. There are so many different ways in which you can share your message with that person who's now on the other side. What else? All right, prosperity lies ahead. So good things are still to come in your life, even though you may be struggling right now. Now with the falling out with this friend. I'm smiling because of the energy that I pick up, that I feel. And it's because they're still your friend and they're always going to be your friend. Okay, you're saying Greg. Okay. Yeah, he's still your friend. He's always going to be your friend. I'm hearing something about fallen out, but not forgotten. Because these are natural occurrences in human relationships. Okay, what else do we have? Chariot, there's like, it's okay. Like, it's almost like he's giving you permission. Not that you needed permission, but it's what I'm feeling here is that he's giving you permission to move forward with your life. Don't worry about staying stuck in the past. I also have with 7 of Pentacles, he's like, dude, our friendship's been so long. Like, this is not gonna stop how much I care about you. Like, a little falling out like that is not going to, it's not going to stop my love for you. And then being separated now, he's been separated from his physical body and is now, you know, on the other side. That's not going to end your friendship with him either. He considers it just like an obstacle, a blip in the radar. He says, I forgive you if you forgive me. Yeah, he's like, let's just let it go. Like, he's like, this literally is not important to me anymore. And it's not because you're not important to him. It's the thing, whatever your conflict was. He's like, this is literally not important to me anymore. He's like, let's just let it go. Because he doesn't want you to remember that. Like, he doesn't want you to think of him and be reminded of that falling out. Let's see if there's anything else we can get here. And on, is he okay? Is it okay? Is he okay? He's okay. We'll get into these cards in a minute, but short answer is he's okay. He was a little hesitant when he got to the other side. First, 2 of Swords first, it's like, this is a dream. No, this is real. No, it's a dream. Is this real? If I'm dead, why am I thinking? No, it's a dream. And there's a back and forth. He's then was feeling very uncertain. Well, if this is the other side, like I wasn't prepared. He's saying like I don't have. There's a sense of humor. He's like, well, I don't have my nice shirt on. I'm not wearing like this. There's something about like he picked a shirt out of the laundry on that day. That wasn't, maybe it was a day old shirt. He's like, oh, I should have put on a fresh shirt. And it was very uncertain. Oh, am I worthy to be here? Am I good enough to be here? He was worried about that, but he was met with, there's like a female energy on the other side with our Queen of Pentacles, and she's like, it's okay. She's like taking him by the hand. She's very gentle. She's like, it's okay. You belong here, and that's fine. You can be here. I'm here to help you. I'm going to help you get used to being here. She may be a family member or something to him. I'm not getting a lot on that, but she is older. She was older than him, and she's a very significant person in his life. But yeah, she's like very, very gentle. This is going to be a silly mental image, okay? But I'm being told to tell you what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing a little child on their first day of, like, let's say preschool. And they're so nervous. And they're like, I don't know, I miss my mom. I don't know if I'm going to make friends. I'm scared, I'm nervous. And the teacher takes this little kid by the hand and is like, it's okay, you belong here, welcome. Like, here, I'll help you find someone to play with, or I'll help you find something to do to get comfortable. Help with that transition. There is somebody on the other side. She's helping him with the transition. And he's okay. Anything else? Yeah, there's stuff that he's still figuring out on the other side about his life. There's a little confused about why was my life so quick? Like why was that so fast? I wasn't done yet. And you know, like he's going to start to understand some of the more spiritual aspects of his incarnation and the way that things worked out. It's something he would not have understood from a human point of view, but now that he's fully spiritual again, it's something he will eventually get to understand. Any last thoughts, anything? Yeah, he's good. He's got everything he needs over there. On the other side, he's like, don't worry about me. I'm fed, I'm clothed, I've got a clean shirt. Now he's showing me I've got a clean shirt. And he's starting to realize that it's safe, that he's safe there. And then he's starting to realize with this magician, like, oh my God, I can do anything. So like he's showing, I'm just seeing, I'm not fully tuned in with his energy, but I am being allowed to just kind of have like an observation. I'm seeing like a light being kind of looks like a wisp of like a cloud or something, and it's representing just his energy. And I'm seeing someone doing backflips and flying and, you know, rolling and cartwheels and somersaults and like, wow, I can do anything. And I'm seeing like spinning and dancing. I'm seeing just being able to create something out of nothing. I'm seeing like materializing. I'm seeing a bouquet of flowers. I'm seeing like loving arms reaching down to hug him and hold him. He's like, I'm okay. Like I can do anything over here. So he's getting used to the other side, and he's safe. And he is all right. He does, to summarize, wants you to know that he forgives you, and you're always going to be his friend. He's always going to be your friend, even though he's not in the body that you knew as Greg. He's still there, and yeah, he loves you. He's not letting anything harm the friendship that you and him have. Okay? And yeah, if you're wondering if he's okay on the other side, he absolutely is. He just had to take a little time to get used to it. He's getting used to it. It's going to be all right. So that's what I have for you, and that's what I have for this Sunday stream. And thanks to everybody who participated and has been here, and you know, whether that's the super chats or just commenting, liking, even just lurking and watching, that helps me too. Thank you. I will be back next week. I'm working on lots of other content for this channel, for my other channel. Again, if you like the bracelets I got, they came from Otter Spirit. The link is in the description. It's an affiliate link, so you get a discount, and I actually make a little bit of extra money to help my channel to grow and to help me. And yeah, I'm just so super glad. And to those of you whose readings I did not get to do, or questions I didn't get to acknowledge, I do apologize. That is not personal. But you know where to find me. Once a week on Sundays, I'll be here. So there we go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a great week ahead. I'll see you later.